Tesla Model 3 maintenance tip number one, and really, quite honestly, probably the only one. You've got to rotate your tires because you don't have an oil change to remind you. But can you trust a company outside of Tesla to rotate your tires? When it comes to rotating tires, some people are concerned about going outside of Tesla. But my closest Tesla service station is about 2.5 hours away. I don't want to do that for a tire rotation. So I'm going to go ahead and trust one of the major tire companies that I've been using for years and years, even on my Nissan Leaf, and they've done a perfectly fine job. So the question is, can they do my Model 3 without any problems? And I think the answer to that is going to be yes. Now, there are going to be a couple of awkward things, such as the lack of a key. You know, they're going to have to use the card, and hopefully they know how to use that. There's also something else you need to take a look at, and that is taking off the hubcaps, or the lug caps, if you will, on my sport wheels. And there is a key for that. So we'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at the on-screen instructions as far as the jack points on the Tesla Model 3. All right, so a couple of things that are a little unusual about the Tesla Model 3 from other cars is, I'm sure they're well aware of the fact that you can't just lift a car from anywhere, but just in case, you go to this right here. If you have to show them, you go and click the car icon, then you go to service, you click service, and then you tap owner's manual, and then from there, I'm just going to show you this because I was there a little earlier. It's going to show you all the different menu items right here, and you're going to click on maintenance. Then from maintenance you go to jacking and lifting, and then it shows you everything that they need to know as far as jacking and lifting the car. Now, another thing that you're going to need to do, and this is something that's kind of important for them to have, is you open up your glove box, and if you have the sport wheels like myself, you're going to need this tool. It is the wheel trim removal tool. So they're going to need that to remove the, I guess it would be called the lug cover or lug nut cover, so they can do that safely and remove it properly. All right, so I made an appointment just to make sure I didn't have to sit here and wait and wait and wait. So I'm going to go in and see if they've ever actually done a Tesla in general, and in particular a Tesla Model 3, just to make sure they know what they're doing when it comes to jacking up the car. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I finished kind of turning in all of my information, and it was a little awkward just because I showed them the key or the card, and they'd never seen one before, so I had to kind of show them how to, where to place it, to open the door, and to put it in the center console to make sure that the car is activated. But they've done Tesla Model S's before, so they're at least semi-familiar with the Tesla brand in general. So I'm not too concerned about the jacking points. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. Again, it was just mainly the awkwardness of the key itself or the card, just to make sure that they know how to use it. But so far, so good. I feel pretty confident that they're going to do a good job. Okay, there it is behind me. They have officially put it in the garage, so they figured out the key. They figured everything out as far as getting the car in there, so they know what they're doing. They're pretty good. So let's see if they jack up the car properly. All right, I'm back. Now it is off the ground. What is going on? Are they gonna break my car? No, I think they're gonna be just fine. It was kind of funny actually kind of watching them walking around the car. They were totally checking it out. Kind of fun to kind of see them kind of eyeballing the car a bit. But no, they're taking good care of it. Looks good. We'll be back once it's off the ground and tires are rotated. We'll take a look at it. Well, I'm about to drive off after they just rotated my tires, so let's hope the tires don't fall off. Or the battery. Hopefully they didn't ruin the battery. I think it's going to be just fine. All right. So when I get back home, we'll do a full assessment. Well, I'm back, And all four wheels are still on the car, no problem whatsoever. The battery isn't damaged, the frame isn't damaged. They jacked up the car properly and it wasn't a problem. So rest assured, you can go to a company outside of Tesla to rotate your tires. Now, I've heard rumors on either end that people who take it to a Tesla service station will charge you $75 to rotate tires. And then there are other people who say they haven't been charged. So I don't know why some are being charged and why others aren't. But in the end, I wasn't charged with my tire rotation outside of a Tesla service station, and I've been using this company for years and years. So I've purchased tires for them over the last several years. So that's of course just their motto, right? They want to keep me happy. So by rotating my tires for free, even though I didn't purchase these particular tires from them, there's a very good chance that next time I need tires on this Tesla Model 3 that I will go to them and purchase the new tires. So in the end, yes, it is safe to use someone else other than a Tesla dealership or a Tesla service station to rotate your tires. These guys at these, especially these major chains that are all across the United States, they know what they're doing. And in fact, it was kind of fun because the guy that rotated my tires came in and talked to me about it for a while. And he said he had actually changed the tires on a Tesla Model S and that he had to drive it up and down the street to, I guess, reset the TPMS sensors on the tires. And I guess the guy who owns the Tesla said, go ahead and step on it, man. You're going to really enjoy it. So he got to kind of enjoy the full throttle of the Model S, which I thought was kind of cool. So again, thumbs up with the whole experience. I was able to talk to him afterwards. We went to the car. He showed me where they jacked it up, and it was the proper way to do it. I actually asked him too, because I was a little curious if there's any extra wear on my rear tires, because we all know, especially when you get the car brand new, you can get a little heavy on that accelerator, right? And so I was a little concerned that maybe there's a little extra wear and tear on those rear tires. He said, no, everything looked fine. So they did the full rotation, and I'm going to continue to do that. And by the way, they recommend every 6,250 miles to rotate your tires. I was overdue. I'm now at 8,000, just under 8,100 miles. So I probably could have done this a week or 2 weeks ago, but I don't feel too bad about it. So there you have it. Tire rotation outside of a Tesla service station. You'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to the rumors of people getting their cars damaged. And I'll tell you what, if people were getting their cars damaged by these major companies, you can rest assured that you would hear about it. So don't worry about it. If it's a company you've used or it's a major chain, I wouldn't worry about it. So hope you found this information in this video useful or helpful or anything, just kind of entertaining or whatever it is you get out of these videos. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And better yet, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to get more and more people watching this. I would love to get more and more suggestions on what to do these videos on. But I'm having a great time, and I plan on doing some future videos. In fact, just as I finished recording this, of course, you may have heard about the mid-range battery that Elon Musk had announced. And of course, as I'm recording this, it was yesterday that I made that announcement. So I plan on doing a full video on that, so be sure to look out for that. I'm hoping to do that maybe later on today. So until my next video, stay safe.